Hello, my name is Amber Poole. I am a energy healer as well as a medium. So today I want to talk to you about intrusions and what an intrusion is, how to identify it, and how to help clear out your own energy field. So around your field, around you, your physical body, there is an auric field, right? We call this the luminous field around us. And everything manifests into your auric field prior to it manifesting into the physical body. So when I am scanning somebody's physical body, I will get cords, energy attachments, as well as intrusions. So intrusions are a little bit different, and it took me a few years to find them. As many times as I scan and scan in the aura, all of a sudden one day I had a client who was going through a really nasty divorce, and he came in completely overwhelmed. He looked exhausted, hasn't slept in days, and just really, really stressed out. So I started by clearing his whole entire field out and opening up his chakras and reading the energy imprint in each chakra. So each of your chakras will hold information. So I have to clear out the energy throughout the imprints, throughout your chakras. And then I went to the backside of him and I was scanning him, and I found the most interesting thing, which looked like a dagger. And when I say a dagger, like at first I thought it was an anchor, right? Because of the way that it was shaped. And as I started to feel it, I realized that it was truly a dagger. It looked like a sword. I don't know how else to say that. And I thought, that's so interesting that you have this dagger here. And I sat with the energy because I wanted to know, where did it come from? Why is it there? What's going on here? And as I was sitting with the energy, I realized that it was from his wife, or soon to be ex-wife, and that she literally threw an energetic dagger into his energy field. And it was filled with anger. It was filled with hatred. It was filled with jealousy and rage and every nasty, low vibrational energy that you could think of. That's exactly what was on this dagger. So I started to go around the field and I tried to pull it out. And because I was so interested, it was my first time experiencing this dagger. And as I went in to pull it out, he had no idea what was going on. And I was working on the backside of him. And he went, "Ow!" And he leans forward. And I thought, uh-oh. And I was like, well, that can't be good. So I told him, I said, look, you have an embedded object in your field. He said, I can't believe that physically hurt me when you tried to pull whatever you did from my energy field. So here I am, trying to dig it out, trying to send light in it, all this other stuff. You have to remove the intrusion, remove the dagger first. And we did that through, oh my goodness, communication. We did that through a lot of things. I tried pulling as hard as I could. And that wasn't really helpful because it just hurt him. So what I found was the most useful tool in pulling out daggers and intrusions is actually a crystal. So clear quartz is used for so many different things. You can program it, you can fill it up. So if I am releasing an entity or basically a person on the other side who has stuck to somebody's field, I use a crystal, and I can actually see them inside my crystals, and I can see who's there, what they look like, what they did, and a lot of times it's your family members, but that's a whole nother topic. So back to the dagger. So with the dagger, I tried pulling it as hard as I could. He ended up in pain. I tried twisting it. I tried digging it. So if you think about like something's embedded, an object's embedded, I thought logically that if I could get underneath it, then I could release it. It doesn't work. Don't do that. I tried bending it and pulling it out. That didn't work. And I was trying, you can't be logical when you find these things. You just can't. So I finally said, okay, I need you to tell me what to do, Spirit. so that you can give me instruction. And I was told to get my crystal. So I use clear quartz is beyond my favorite. Clear quartz and selenite are my two favorite crystals of all time. So I have many different kinds of clear quartz that do many different things. Tons of clear quartz. But this guy right here, he works, I don't know if you can see him, he works really well with releasing daggers, releasing intrusions. And they can come up in different forms too. Usually that's how I see it. It's not like an energy leak. It's like a physical object is embedded into the energy field. So you want to cleanse and clear your crystal, program it. This guy actually told me his purpose and what he does. And then I place it wherever the dagger is. For this guy, it was in his back. And I place it in there, and I can see it to start lifting it up. And why does it do that? It's because crystals are high vibrational, and because they work with, like your energy field is going to affix to the crystal's energy field. That's why crystal works. Whenever it's in your energy field, your aura will match the frequency of the crystal. So when I place the crystal into his energy field, I could see it releasing and unlodging 10 times easier than when I was pulling it. And I started to twist and turn, and then I got it in there and we pulled it out. That is how to safely and effectively remove any daggers from your energy field. So people will throw literally daggers into your energy field if they have jealousy against you, if they have rage against you, if they think that you're doing them a disservice. But it's this really, really intense vibrational feeling that comes at you. So when you think of jealousy, you think of somebody who could be so jealous that they're hating, right? Hating in envious ways to you. And if that's the case, or if they don't want you to succeed, or if they don't like you being successful, they can actually throw these energetic objects into your field. And unless you are scanning your field every day, you're not going to know that there's one there. So that's one of the benefits of going to see an energy healer, because you're not subjective to it. They're objective, so they don't really care. That's what I always say. I can find things on people so much easier because it's not my life, right? But when it comes to me, I like to go to somebody else and have them assess me, because I'm not, there's like a boundary right there when I'm reading myself that maybe I'm not awakened or conscious enough to. So I like to go to other people and have them read me, so that way I can see where I'm at. So that's always the benefit of going to see an energy healer. But let's say you do scan yourself. So when I give myself a daily scan every day. And one of the things that I do it in the shower, because you're standing, you can, you see all of your chakras. The water is extremely opening for your chakras and cleansing, and it's the best place. Best place to clear your chakras is in the shower. So spirit for me always comes in my hands. It doesn't matter if I am working with a client or if I'm working on myself. Like physically, my hands are not my hands. I can feel spirit go into my hands, and I allow them to manipulate me in order to give my client a successful healing. So my energy, my hands become lighter. They become airier. They move wherever direction that needs to be moved. It's not me moving my hands. I don't know how else to say that. It's this completely different feeling that happens. So while I am scanning myself, my hands will be drawn to different areas in my body, and I get to hear. So that's how I talk to spirit. I hear them say things. So I might hear them say intrusion when I go into a certain part of my body, or I might hear them, say entity. So entity for me is, obviously, I work with a lot. I work with the spirits and I work with the dead. So entity means I have an attachment that I have to release. But that's how you do it. So you can start scanning your field, and you will get the hang of it. Like At first, you might not trust yourself, and then you realize that dense energy, then you're going to put into the light and all these other things. So start scanning yourself and being open to receiving the information and allow spirit to work through you to understand exactly what's in your field. If you find something, then always you can use your crystal. And again, program your crystal, place it wherever it's at, and ask for your spirit team and your spirit guides to help assist you remove that, if it's a dagger, if it's an energy intrusion, whatever it may be in your field. So after you remove it, you have to fill your area back up. So you have to close in the gap of your auric field. You don't want to leave it with a hole. If you leave it with a hole, then something else can fill it up, which could be an energy cord from a person. It could be a place, tons of different things. So you always want your aura to be nice, healed, cleansed, one way, pretty, not too far out or back or sides, but this nice, beautiful, shiny field. And in order to cleanse it back, you want to fill it up with the light. So I always, call in the light, call in your Reiki if you would like, if you're Reiki attuned, and I visualize, I feel my energy, so that's usually how it comes through, filling up the auric field again. And you want to illuminate that area and fill it up with so much love and so much light. And you will know when the process is done. And you will know, usually you feel something different. You will feel a shift. You might feel lighter. You might smile a little more. It doesn't always happen instantly because it's in the energy field. So it takes a little bit to integrate into the physical, but you will notice a difference. You'll be like, oh, there's definitely something going on here. There's something lighter here. So I hope you enjoyed that video and that it was a really good explanation of intrusions and how people can literally throw daggers, and sometimes it looks like darts, like little dart beings, like spears. Okay, that's a good word. Spear at other people in their energy field. If you find that, you don't have to get mad. I'm just told you how to release it. So you want to release it. And after you have it or after you pull it out, you hand it over to Mother Earth. Mother Earth, oh my goodness, I love the Earth. Grounds everything, neutralizes everything back together. So I visualize taking my spear out or taking the dagger out of a client and handing it over to Mother Earth as she neutralizes it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. You can always book a session with me at thechakradeva.com and let me know your comments. Let me know who's here and what's going on. I'll see you guys soon.